Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
I'm Kevin, and welcome to our podcast talk show.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Hello.
We discuss a movie on our podcast, a movie that we've watched, and what's this week's movie?
This week's movie is Pig, featuring Nicolas Cage.
Nick Cage. Oh.
Yeah.
I bet watch too many Nick Cage movies in a row.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You'll fry.
You
You'll
don't
fry
know if
your
he's good or
brain.
bad.
Yeah,
Is he good or bad though?
Oh, he's great. He's great. It's Nick Cage.
He was until this. Anyways, what?
I'm sad. Like we packed a lot in our weekends, and we didn't even watch our HBO Sunday. Nothing.
You didn't watch a single HBO?
Nope. We're gonna
Did
have
you
to trickle through
did
this
you watch
week.
Your Thursday night show? Did you watch any of that?
Oh yeah, the fourth
Peacemaker?
episode of Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we definitely caught
Okay.
up. on that. We
Okay.
definitely
Okay. I was
watched
gonna
that.
say, wait a minute.
So
here.
all right. So we did. We watched Peacemaker, and then we
Okay.
had watched 2 more episodes of Ozark. So I think we're on episode 4 or something like that.
Oh, okay. So nice. Okay.
So we did watch a few things, but
No.
we did a lot this weekend. So it was just like
Yeah.
we threw on Modern Family because that show has just been cracking us up. We watched. I think I don't know if I talked about this last week, but yeah, we just like put on these 2 random episodes that were just on Sling, and it was like later in the years. I'm like, wow, everybody's super old, and that I forget what was coming up next, and I was like, you know what, screw it, we have Peacock. So we threw it on Modern Family. We just started from season 1 on, and
Yeah.
because
Okay.
I remember watching a decent amount of season 1, but that was years ago. That came out in 2009 or 2010.
Is to say it's crazy because so I went back because you talked about it. I seen you over the weekend and you talked about it.
Yeah,
I think it was over the weekend or it might have been on my last podcast. You mentioned it before.
I know. I
okay,
feel
anyways,
like
recently,
I don't want to talk about it too
Yeah.
much because it's it's been done too. Like it's not like
absolutely, yeah,
a brand new show. Yeah. Have you seen a show called?
Yeah. But I did look into it and I made a comment to you that I thought I watched quite a bit of it. No way. I think I only probably watched season and a half, maybe 2, maybe 2. How many seasons are there for?
I think I don't know.
Gotcha. Quite a bit, though,
I
right?
thought
It was like
I knew the number, but then I'm like, I can't. I'm not going to give you a number.
Okay. Anyways,
I'm not gonna be a liar here.
Yeah. See, because I went to see like where I started. Like I tried to figure it out. I might have seen a couple other episodes like trickle in and out. I'm not.
Oh
saying
yeah,
that by any means.
or the random
But-
ones at a friend's house or on TV.
Exactly. Yeah. Because one of our friends, she actually used to watch it like all the time. That's where I started watching it. Was over
Yeah.
there.
That's so we watched it live when it was the first season coming out. But it's so hard. Back then
Oh.
too, we were never good at watching things live. Binging was the best things we do. Best we could do.
Yeah. Well, binging is still the best, but at the same time, HBO.
Yeah, they force you to
Yeah.
watch it week by week. But yeah, so we kind of gave up a long time ago, and then once you've given up for so long, you're like, well, I'm not gonna hop in now. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So now that we're just able to just bum rush through this, it's awesome. Yeah.
That and Ozark. I came up with a terrible find on my Ozark watching. I thought I was through season 2. Only had season 3 to finish.
I was surprised to hear that.
I could have swore that I
season 1
Yeah,
and 2.
Nope. So I've only watched season 1.
That's
So I
crazy.
still have to watch all those because and this is the thing and I don't want to talk about it much because I don't want to mix things up because I might have trickled in other episodes or something because I'm telling you I've seen and maybe when I go back into season 2 I'm like, oh, I do remember this, oh, I do remember that. The first episode of season 2 I don't remember the outcome of it. So that's why I'm like, wait a minute here. Like, this is not, like, I didn't start watching it because I would have been further. I thought it was in season 3. So I went back and I'm like, look to see, you know, there's always like, you've watched, you know, so it has a play bar up there, right? So I'm thinking, there's no play bar in any of the season 2. So I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, either this thing reset, or I did not watch a single one of them.
Yeah, so I was a little bit worried. So we'll see. So, but I do plan on watching. Because another guy at work, man, he keeps bringing it up every time over the weekend. He watches his stuff on Sundays that he likes to really enjoy. You know, like so, like that's his big thing. So then when I come to work on Tuesdays, he's ready to talk about it. You know what? Yeah, he's ready to chat. You know,
that's funny.
So yeah, that's who he is. So,
but Peacemaker though.
Oh,
I feel like. I saw one of our mutual friends on Sunday, and he was like, I was thinking about watching the show Peacemaker or something like that. I'm like, oh, I was like, did you watch the Suicide Squad? He's like, yeah. I was like, did you enjoy John Cena's Peacemaker? He's like, yeah, I thought he was hilarious. I'm like, great. I was like, you will absolutely love this show.
Absolutely,
like,
absolutely, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm like, don't you worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like another knock it out of the park episode. It feels like I'm ready to have like I wouldn't mind this being like a procedural, just because I like the characters so much. So like, you could go 5-6 seasons long on this, and I wouldn't even care.
No, I'm in. I'm in.
It would be fun.
You know.
I know. Yeah. I think James Gunn said that he was working on a season, like he was trying to get it renewed for a season 2, which I'm sure it would have to. It's awesome. But Vigilante, I keep laughing at the moment where when they're going through the slideshow, the PowerPoint, like you suck in this PowerPoint, but there's the man and then the monkey, and he's like, oh man, like I kind of thought that they were friends and they were about to go on some adventure together, you know. He has like this kid-like charm, but also
he does. Oh yeah.
Like they're smoking weed in the bed that time. He's like, you know, if this was a couple years ago, I would have killed you both for that. Like, dude, I don't know where your line is, man. Like I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
He just cracks me up, you know.
Yeah, I still think the pinky cutting off the toe thing was probably my favorite part of Vigilante so far. I don't know why. And with it, because like every scene that came along with it. Them saying who's
like,
real person. Exactly.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. When the girl's like, so I guess you're a vigilante. He goes, no. She goes, I can tell by your voice. That scene outside where John Cena was walking, I think it was in the police station. For some reason, that one right there is one of those that's just like, it's just a hilarious part to me. Yeah. He wasn't even vigilante. You know what I mean? Like, he is, but I'm not, you know what I mean? It wasn't even just stupid fun.
I mean, he's giving like that pep talk to Peacemaker, and it's like maybe episode 1 or 2 or whatever, but he's just like, do you think I enjoy when I have to, kill a criminal, or I have to kill a thief, and then he's like, or a graffiti, or he says like taking somebody down for graffiti, and I was like, whoa, man, like what punishment, like you can paint over that, man. I don't think that's necessarily like you're going a bit far. So I was like, he's definitely like. I'm so happy that they keep him around because he's.
No, absolutely. He's a good partner to the Peacemaker, though. He'll kill any man, women, or children to make as long as there's peace in the world.
As long as there's peace, man. And he goes right along with that.
Absolutely. When they bust in that building and then he like shoots the first she goes, could you warn me? I thought that was once again. Oh yeah,
when he has like the X-ray goggles on.
Yeah, the X-ray. Yes.
All right. So when he shoots them and then she shoots them too, I was laughing so hard because I'm like, what is she doing? And then he even goes like, you don't need to shoot them after I've shot them. Like they're dead. They're dead. I'm seriously like, because she like runs up, bam,
Yeah.
Like the cast of this show is so funny, man.
It's hilarious. That's the thing. She is so funny. I'm sorry, I cannot remember her name right now. I'm drawing a blank.
I forget everybody's name except for like
me too.
Hardcourt. Is that
Hardcore?
Hardcore? Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I can't remember.
What? No.
Diebeard. I know.
Yeah, I was like Diebeard. Yeah, for sure.
Nickname.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
which he came in clutch again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, I was just scared to do.
And that was also another great moment with Vigilante where he's like,
"Oh yeah."
do you think he did that on purpose? Because like I just said 5 minutes prior that I wanted to do that. It's like, can't you just be happy that you're alive, man? Like,
yeah, seriously.
It was awesome. That was very funny. So I've been really enjoying that show, and I want that show to go on for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down to watch it. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, I did not like Peacemaker, but I don't know if I talked about it in the last podcast or not.
Yeah.
But I did rewatch the entire. Did I say I watched the last Suicide Squad?
I can't. It's funny because like we hung out, so I don't know what we talked about.
Yeah. Got it. Okay, so what I'm gonna tell you is I watched Suicide Squad again. Yeah. All right, and I actually enjoyed Peacemaker so much more in the Suicide Squad than I did before.
Yeah.
Hands down. He made me laugh. I was cracking up through probably 3/4 of that show.
Yeah, it's like you're used to the character now, so like just seeing him go in there and be like Peacemaker for sure, you know. I mean, he's nuts. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing the developments in some of these things that have happened, especially at the end of this last episode. So,
well,
yeah,
huge.
Yeah, so
yeah, and you know what made me mad too? As soon as I saw it at the very beginning, not mad, but I gotta quit doing this to myself. Is like call things out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, you know, it's the
I
whole
hate that.
Yeah.
So as soon as I seen
it's
like what the
they're like breadcrumbs leading to that. It's okay. You're allowed to do that.
But when I'm right, it like ruins. It doesn't ruin it, but I'm like, damn it! I didn't want to be right. You know, like I don't want to be wrong. You know, like
I want to be surprised.
I mean, exactly. Like you said, there's definitely breadcrumbs. They make it easy for you to kind of put two and two together. But
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, at the same time, I gotta quit doing that to myself. It ruins the show. And then I overstart thinking my plot.
Yeah.
So I'm in the middle of watching a movie. It's my plot is wrong, you know, or right. So, but anyway, sorry. That's my one anger about it. Because I really enjoyed it, and it doesn't matter. It's not like it's a serious television show where it's like. I mean, it's not like Leftovers or something, to where you have to have to pay attention to things.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Like, there's some pretty wild things that happen there.
Exactly. So,
yeah, I enjoyed the warehouse scene, especially with Peacemaker, the shotgun, like, you know, like he's
no
immediately
care.
can see these guys, and she's just like, what the hell is going on, man?
Right away. Yeah. Well, see, and it's crazy because they do a good job, and I mean, I know this is. You know, it's just acting and things like that too. But like the first lady you talked to, as soon as they walked into that factory too. Like as soon as she walked in, that very first lady. I mean, she was acting, you know, sketchy. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like anything like along those lines. But but she seemed weird. You know, so she was definitely like sketched out a little bit. But like you can just see, she's like just a regular girl, kind of like a regular lady. And then all of a sudden, here comes Peacemaker. You know, like, so then I'm like, oh, yep, there's that. You know, and then first I didn't realize. I didn't know what was going on. And then, you know what I mean? Like, this kid, he just doesn't care. Peace, man. Peace. That's all he needs.
Peace. He needs the dove of the peace dove, or the dove of peace.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can't do it.
On every weapon I've ever killed anybody with.
he draws it on that rifle. I'm excited for that one to keep going.
Yeah. So, me too. But because I'll be caught up. I got to decide if I want to watch Euphoria or Ozark. That's my plan this week. Just like to start one of those two. You know what I mean? Either just restart in season 2 and just get done with Ozark, get caught up on that, or start Euphoria. Euphoria just keeps lingering, so I'm like, I want to get it done. I just want to get it started and get it done. But
yeah. Well, they're both great choices. So.
Yeah.
We'll see. Shouldn't be disappointed by any of them. But, you know, that's my opinion. That's my opinion, all right?
Got it. Okay.
I'm sticking to that opinion.
All right, bro. Okay, man.
So what'd you do, you know? What do you got to talk about here?
So, this week, the weekend that you guys are going to be listening to this, we're from the northern side of Ohio. So, at least me as a sports fan, I'm a huge Browns fan. So,
Browns fan.
Yes, but we have another Ohio team down south called the Cincinnati Bengals that won on Sunday. We're gonna have the Cincinnati Bengals made it to the Super Bowl.
Is this the first time they've ever done that?
And it's been like 30 plus years since they've actually had a playoff win. So not a Super Bowl appearance, a playoff win.
Wow.
So I'm telling you, like, this is huge. Then. Yeah, so, as being an Ohio fan, I'm going to have to go buy something. Cincinnati won me, they're gonna get a hat sale from me. They're going to get, because I can rock it on game day. I got to be able to, I got to show support, So, exactly, yeah.
Hey, so that's pretty sweet. That's slick.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man, and beat to me, the best team in the NFL. Honestly, the Kansas City Chiefs are probably the most talented NFL team out there. They made one bad play to end regulation to get it tied, and then Mahomes, our star quarterback, threw a pass and it got tipped and intercepted, and ran it, and then they kicked the ball for the game-winning field goal.
Wow!
So I mean, it's just like it's literally how it happens. You make one mistake and you give up one too many yards, and the field goal guy comes on and kicks a 40-yarder for the win to go into the Super Bowl.
Damn, dude, that's pretty wild.
So it's like crazy, you know what I mean? So like that's what I'm saying. So it's like this whole playoff, like, there's not been too many blowouts or shutdowns. Like, it's actually good, fun football. Like, that's the thing. So it's like it's been good time watching, man. It's crazy. But Cincinnati, dude, let's go. Cincinnati and Rams. I called it out.
Cincinnati Rams. Oh, I got you.
No, Cincinnati and the Rams.
I was like, I thought it was the Bengals, man. I'm like,
you did have that lost
just
look
confusing,
on your face,
but I got you. I got you.
For sure. So
that's cool.
It's just a dream story, and it's, you know what I mean. They may not win the Super Bowl, but they made it. Like, that's the thing. You are the, are the.
You might not win. You still made it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, so that's kind of like the cool part of having something like, a team like that who hasn't even done something in so long that it mixes up the Super Bowl. It's not the same teams making it every year,
Yep, absolutely, because it's a one-game playoff. So if you go out and beat that team, that's the best team, like the Cincinnati Bengals did. They put everything on their heart on the line to win, to beat the best team in the NFL, and guess what? Instead of the same teams that won last year, all of a sudden you got a new team on this side. That's
sweet,
so awesome,
really
man. It's
cool,
so sweet. That's why football's sweet, and like that's the difference between like football and basketball. You can go into basketball in a playoff series; it's a best of 7. So you are going.
Yeah, that's as long as you don't give up more games, man.
Yeah, and think about that. You have first round, second round, semifinals, and then finals. 7 times. That's 28 games that you could potentially be playing in a row.
That's a lot of games,
dude. Absolutely.
It's
great, and then 82 regular season games too. So it's not like, I mean, it's insane,
man.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's wild. So,
I wouldn't. That's a lot of time right there.
It's a lot. Absolutely.
That's incredible.
No. People always break it down. It's only 48 minutes a day. They're making millions and millions of dollars.
Wow. Okay. When you break it down like that.
But think about this though. So it's 48 minutes a day, and that's just game time.
That's just game time. You're not practicing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Sure.
There's so much other stuff going on. Exactly. You're waking up at 6 a.m. for training sessions. Yeah. Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah.
You're
so you're making millions of dollars, but guess what? You're also doing a lot the entire time. You think LeBron James doesn't get up at 6 a.m. to do his morning workouts before he goes to start his day? You better be straight he does. You know what I mean?
Tonal. He uses tonal.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
It's like some new machine that is like a weightlifting type of machine. But
yeah.
Yep. I've seen the ads on the television, the tube.
Yeah.
The old television. I've seen them on the television. The tonal.
On that TV?
Yeah. I'm like, wow, that awesome thing would save so much space. And then I have this giant weight. It's not even the biggest thing, obviously, but I'm like, this thing takes up enough space. That's wild.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Computers and stuff, and gears and stuff.
No.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. So we know exactly who the other team is going to be in the Super Bowl, or that?
Yeah, it's a St. Louis Rams.
Oh, okay.
So that's
sorry,
why I said the Bengals
that
and the
is
Rams.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
When was that game played? Was that game also yesterday?
Yeah, it was Sunday night. So they had,
Oh
they had
wow!
Sunday
So
after
Sunday was a
early
big
afternoon.
day.
Oh, so that's what I'm saying. So all day long was a big football day yesterday.
Man, that's
why I didn't get. That's why I didn't watch anything else. Like that. That's the problem.
Well, yeah,
that's one of my freer days.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. That's a nice mix up.
It is, absolutely, and that's why I'm like super excited. The only thing that I have to say, I mean, great for the St. Louis Rams. I'm like very excited for Matthew Stafford. He's a quarterback out there. He left the Lions, did all this stuff. Okay, so I'm not going to go into great details, but that's another cool story to hear. But Odell Beckham Jr. played for the Cleveland Browns. Well, his dad came up and said the Cleveland Browns are ruining his career. Okay.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah. So and then Odell Beckham refused to play. We recut them and release them. He signs to the St. Louis Rams. And now the St. Louis Rams are going to the Super Bowl.
That's messed up, man. That's not cool.
Dude, he went out there and caught like 6 touchdowns. Way better than he did for us. He goes out there and catches like 6 touchdowns. Now his team's
going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's so funny because now there's a joke going around that GM of the year is his father, Odell Beckham Sr.
Yeah,
it makes
right.
Me so hard.
Oh,
like that's the best GM. You make one comment, all of a sudden the team that he goes to, they make it to the Super Bowl. That's just insane. Yeah,
you took a gamble, and that worked out pretty well. Now, will he actually get to play in the Super Bowl?
He's been playing. He's been playing the entire time. Yeah, it's
wild.
crazy.
That's congratulations.
Because all that happened.
Because
all that happened probably mid-season.
Oh, okay.
So he actually went out there and then that's the thing. So he fell into place out there. I mean, he's a good wide receiver, but he wasn't a great number one. That was our problem. He wanted to go out there and then so they would double coverage the number one player. And he's short. So you can't have a short number one player that wants the ball all the time when we have 3 other receivers that are this tall, just not as good at one-handed catches than him. So sorry, but I am angry with him. I don't like. So I'm sorry. I'll let that go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about it already. So. Anyways, go Bengals.
Go Bengals.
Oh.
When is the old Super Bowl? Sometime in February.
I think.
Right? I guess we're in February now.
Well, almost, right? Oh, yeah, tomorrow. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the exact night because I know it is the 13th. 13th. Sorry. Okay. For some reason, I was gonna say the 12th too. I would have been wrong, but yeah, it's February 13th.
Yeah, I heard that by at this point, by the time this sucker releases, I'm sure the snowstorm will already have happened. But I mean, have you heard anything about this? Nor'easter, the crazy northeast storm coming in. Some places talking about getting 23 inches, some places getting 32 inches. There's some places that have been having, I forget where Jessica said it was like 80-mile-an-hour winds, and they had like an incredible amount of snowfall too. And I'm like, that that's just defeating. You have to be at home. Like, you can't.
Yes, exactly.
Hey,
I'm gonna
just go rent a movie from Blockbuster real quick.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
6 days later. Holy crap, man.
Yeah. That's awesome. But yeah, so I saw, we've been talking about it, but I still like, because you're right. Some of the stories are saying some outlandish numbers. I heard one meteorologist was talking on there, I forget where it was, but they were talking, they're like, the potential is 25 inches of snow. That's the potential. But there's a potential of 6 inches of snow. So you know what I mean? They're like, so she goes, so you just don't, you're not 100% sure because it depends, if the storm line's coming in, but you don't know. Down south may get 25 inches. Up north may get 3. You just don't know that because it's all about time, they said too, sitting in there. So, but So who knows? I don't know. We're in a weird spot. I think up here, so.
we went shopping just because it was like, well, I don't really want, like, if it does come down, like, I don't really want to be heading out or anything at all.
Well, yeah, for no reason, absolutely, yeah.
So we wound up doing some shopping today, but yeah, I'm curious to see how much we're gonna get, because at first it was like, oh, we're not really gonna see any of it because it was gonna kind of come in and swing down,
Yeah.
and then it was like, oh, you're gonna get a little bit, and then it was like, oh, hey, now you're just gonna get smacked with a bunch of snow. I was like, well, hey, hold on here, right?
Yes,
like,
exactly. Yeah, what is happening?
There
yes,
was
absolutely,
a possibility of nothing, and then I'm like looking through, and like, I think it's like starting Wednesday night was like 100% precipitation. I'm like, all right, so maybe we'll get a little bit, you know.
Well, for sure. But that's what they said. It's supposed to be like rain too.
Well, yeah,
that's where I'm getting
40s and everything.
Exactly. So like that's where I got confused because they're like, oh, it's gonna rain, but then you're gonna get 25 inches of snow. I'm like, well, wait a minute here.
Yeah,
if it's warm enough to rain, how's it gonna transition to 25 inches of snow that quickly?
2 a.m. It turns to like at -6. Freezes everything in place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Death zone.
The Earth stops spinning for a second.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. Dun dun dun.
Right.
Sorry.
Moonfall.
Whoa.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
It's trailer for Moonfall looks. I don't know about it. there's like some like big time actors in there, and I'm like, what part of the script were like, yeah, I'm in for this one. Please make sure I'm in for this one, okay? I need to be in this movie. This movie's gonna be the movie of the century, you know? Like, I don't know. Maybe you get huge salaries off of those movies. Who knows?
Maybe.
A trailer though, and one movie I'm definitely super freaking excited for is The Batman.
Oh,
dude,
I can't wait.
Dude, I've just been watching like the trailer every couple days. Like,
yeah,
come on, I'm ready. Release it now.
I'm ready.
Just drop it at my doorstep. Yeah. I'll watch it.
Yeah. When's it coming out? When's the release date again?
I don't even know. I think summer, to be honest.
And say I don't know if they actually did. I don't know if they officially announced a release date yet, or is it more along the lines of
March 4th, actually. Oh, whoa!
Okay, yeah. As I say, dude, that's like in a month.
I'm about to flip a table, dude. Are you kidding me? That's tomorrow. Just by the time I wake up, it's gonna be March 4th.
Dude, pretty soon you might be able to buy pre-sale tickets.
Dude, I'm gonna flip tables. I'm gonna. No, I won't.
Are you gonna go?
I need to get like a little table and like flip it.
Yeah,
like a little tall table.
So,
we'll flip tables.
Yeah. Are you gonna go see it in theaters?
Oh yeah. You have to. I think. Yeah. I mean, I went and saw Spider-Man in theater, so I'm not gonna disrespect Batman by not going and seeing his movie. No, I'm not going to disrespect. Okay.
Yes.
Get a little nervous. Okay. Twitch going.
That's all right.
But yeah, I want to go see that one. I want to go see it. March 3rd, midnight. Don't care what works like on March 4th. Don't care. You know why? Because I saw it at 2 hour and 55 minute long. Then they saw it off. You get home at like 3:30 in the morning. You're like, what? Why would I do that? Why would I do
what
that
was
to
I
myself?
doing?
I don't even remember the movie. I was sleeping.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I can't believe us old folks. We all went bowling, which was a blast. Like, it was like old times, you know? Like, we used to go bowling all the time, and that was so much fun. And, God, we got home, and it was like, I don't think we went to bed until it was like 3 a.m.
Oh, it was insane.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what it was, though? Is we went to the Mexican restaurant first. Got some food.
Oh, yeah.
Right? We had some margaritas.
Oh, yeah.
Extra large
Pre-game.
Ones. Okay.
Yep.
Yes. And then we got energy drinks. I didn't finish my energy drink until after we were done at the bowling.
Oh, yeah. I got you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I was kind of tired, right?
It was wild.
It was a great time.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I slept in on Sunday. I didn't get up Sunday till like 11-ish.
Wow. Yeah, I would say Jessica probably slept until about 10:30ish. I think.
Okay. All right.
I wake up early on the weekends.
I wasn't say that's why I didn't even ask you.
Yeah.
So you're up. You're probably back up at 6 a.m. down there.
7:30, 8
Yeah.
a.m. All right. What are we doing right now? What's going on? We should
funny.
be doing something right now, right? Whether it's gaming or whatnot. Oh, I'm so mad. So I'm playing this game. I'm gonna divert here real quick. I'm playing this game called Surviving Mars, which I love it so much. It's so much fun. And I had just got done building this utopia of an area, and it has like a casino, a logi, amusement park. It's got this Olympus hotel that stares off at the northernmost point of our colony, and it's this whole beautiful thing. And then I had all this stuff going on, and then I got attacked by some stuff. Like, so it's crazy, like all the stuff that's kind of built into the game. Because like at a certain point in the game, people launched some stuff from Earth that we weren't sure what it was, and it landed on Mars, and all these rovers, and they were just checking on stuff on Mars. And eventually they got word that they were there, and we told Earth that they were there, so they didn't like that. So then they threatened us, and then they shipped some other rovers to Mars that were equipped with rockets. Started blowing up all my stuff, man. I'm like, really?
Wow.
I was peaceful, man. I was really, really, really mad. So I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna restart the whole thing.
Oh, you're gonna restart the whole thing?
Well, yeah, because by the time I get rid of these rovers with the rockets blowing up my stuff, I'm gonna be spending so many resources just to get rid of them. Next time, I'm not going to have it. I'm going to declare war right away. I'm just
get them out the way.
Yeah, next time I'll try to. Hopefully that doesn't happen next time. But
well, obviously, I mean, it's probably part of the game, bro.
Well, yeah, but you have like 4 to 5 different options. So you have like different outcomes and everything. So I'm gonna try to.
So you selected the war.
No, I tried to be peaceful. I tried to be peaceful, like.
But you're gonna kill every man and woman and chill out.
No, yeah, I need to on Mars. I need to nuke everything. I need to start from scratch to get rid of all these people. I had 10 graduates from a university. I had babies being born on Mars. I had all these. Tourists going and coming and going, and it was amazing. I was just getting up and running to have this whole plant of making more medals, and dude, it was an incredible run. And now I'm excited though, because I'm like, okay, I can take everything that I learned this time and make really nice, beautifully well done colonies, and I'm very excited. I love this game. It's crazy. Like real-time strategy games. Like I have ADD, so if it's not constantly keeping me going, I will fade off, whatever. But real-time strategy games, I will get completely lost. I will put 10, 12 hours in, and I will be like, I would like to play some more. That's
crazy.
I've always been that way. It's crazy. Like real time strategy, like Age of Empires, or there's a real good one called Rise of Nations a long time ago. They are billions. I've put if I open up Steam right now and showed you the amount of hours I've put on that game alone, man, it's pretty incredible.
Really?
I remember this is pre-Clem. I would stay up on weekdays, and this is like not even that old. I mean, so you're talking maybe 2018. I started playing it, maybe 2019. Like Jessica was pregnant with Clem, and I was staying up on weekdays, probably about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, forcing myself to go to sleep because I'm like, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, and it's just like there's so many things to do, and it's just so much fun. I love this game, Surviving Mars, so good. So good.
Is it on PC only?
I don't know. I think it is on console, but I'm not 100% sure. So.
Gotcha. All right.
But I play it on PC.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, incredible. So like Saturday morning, I woke up. It was like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, no kid right now because she's at sleepover with Gigi and Papa's. I'm like, I got no responsibility right now. I'm going and playing some games.
Yeah, heck yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
awesome.
Oh, she went down Friday night.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. See, I thought you had dropped her off Saturday morning.
Nope.
Nice.
We wanted to sleep in. Well, Jessica wanted to sleep in. I wanted to play some games. I shamefully went to bed at like 10:30 Friday night. You know, like it was not good. I was tired, man. I was tired. We put on some TV and I was just like, nah. We could watch TV in bed or something. I'm going to bed.
No. That's funny.
But yeah, Surviving Mars, man. I'll tell you what. Yeah, they have like all these add-ons too, and I'm like, oh, maybe one day, once I'm like, okay, I've done all this stuff, I'll maybe purchase. Hopefully, that stuff will just be free by then,
Yeah, for sure.
Wait. I mean, I waited 2 years for it to go down in price before I bought it. I knew I would be obsessed with it, so I'm like, I gotta make sure I don't pay full price for it. I don't know why.
Oh, for
There's
sure.
no real reason. I definitely do.
Okay.
I saw somebody playing it once on Twitch. That's what was really fun about Twitch. The brief time I paid attention to it, but you can see like real time strategies of people playing it in indie games and stuff like that.
Oh man.
That's how I saw the Surviving Mars, and I was just like, that looks incredibly fun, and it is. I mean, I had all these different colonies set up with water, oxygen, food. I mean, it was the best. It was beautiful. I had just expanded so far that I was like starting to make stuff in the middle so I could just start bringing everything together. It was awesome. But anyways, I mean, I terraformed this whole area just so I could put this beautifully large dome that I was going to have all the housing and schooling. So I could start training people for jobs on Mars. And it was incredible. That's all right. I'm going to redo it.
Yeah, you should have done like Iron Man said that he wanted to do, is put a shield over the world.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could, but I was playing on easy mode too, because you saying that those are real things that happen in the game. So, if I took those things off. I took like disasters off because I'm like, I just want to have fun, I don't want to be in constant repair mode. So, I'll probably make it harder this time, just because it's like,
but still take off the disaster modes though.
No, I'll probably leave it. Just who knows? I don't know yet. There's like 100 different settings. It's wild.
Got it.
This game is like so advanced. It's crazy. Like there's just so many things like built into it.
I'm getting tired of the same old games. That's my problem.
Oh yeah.
So I'm ready in 2042. Yeah, I really like. I'm over talking about it because it's just it's just a bad game.
It's just a bad game.
Please. If it wasn't for my friends getting on there and playing together at the same time, I would not. I honestly, I don't know. I have not played the game by myself one time. If that tells you anything.
Yeah.
Well, I did when I first got the PS5. You know what I mean? When I first got that thing, I tried. You know what I mean?
Here right.
But just because I wanted to see the difference and feel the difference. But outside of that, I not one time. I'll play anything else besides. I'll watch TV before I play Battlefield 2042.
Yeah, I'm talking about. I woke up super early to play Survive Mars. I did not hop on Battlefield 2042. I'll tell you that.
No.
But I would like to make some time next time everybody's going to war to play, though.
Well, for sure.
Absolutely. I have more of an itch to play with my band of brothers, right?
Yes.
Doesn't really matter what the game is. We could be playing something else. It doesn't matter. But
no.
Yeah. So very cool.
All right, cool. Sweet.
You want to talk about this movie?
Yeah. So segment of the movie.
The movie of the week, Pig, featuring Nick Cage.
Dun dun dun. Okay. So Kevin.
Yes, sir.
So please tell me how you felt about this movie. Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna be honest. It was not anything I was expecting at all.
Nope.
I I enjoyed the poetry of it. I enjoyed the like the themes of it. Uh, I I'm I was pretty surprised by a lot of scenes. I kept thinking things were gonna go a different way, and then it didn't go that way at all. It had a total different. Oh, you did not like that. Got it.
No, I just did not like the fact that this one guy, this random damn guy, is the king of everything that he does, and just
So
that part just gets on my I don't know. I don't know why. It just bothered me how they got out of
Robin
everything
Feld
and did
or
everything.
the other guy?
No, Robin Feld, like every single like the main guy, like Nick
and
Cage. Exactly, things change, and it just like don't get me wrong, like I understand that, but at the same time though, if that is your name and that's what you're doing, then why did what happened to happen anyways? Like you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. It just makes me like it's like one of those things like if your name means that much, then you know what I mean. Then what happened would have not have happened. It's like my whole thought process behind it, and that's why I can't say I just like didn't love the movie. That to be 100% honest with you,
Yeah.
that was my biggest gripe with the entire thing. Is I just didn't like that. Like, give me some sort of something else. You know what I mean? Like I just don't like. I don't know.
So so the conversation he has with the kid in the he cooks him breakfast and he's like, I'm not much of a cook. And this is before we even really know, like, he was a cook and all that stuff. So, like, it's funny because his reaction when he puts the food in his mouth, he's like, doesn't want to swallow, which is pretty funny. No. But anyways, he has a bit of dialogue about, like, some, I don't know if it was like a nuke going off or if it was a meteor hitting the earth. I don't remember officially what the conversation was about, but here's this man. He's living in a post-apocalyptic life while life is still around. Like that's his world. Like his world's been taken from him, and he's living in this post-apocalyptic life. Like that's like there's no other option for him because none of that stuff exists anymore for him. You know what I mean? So
gotcha. Yeah,
I felt like
and I get
yeah.
That part of it was cool.
Yeah.
Because so when I say I hated the movie, there was certain okay qualities about the movie because I really had to dive in like you're diving in right now with it to make me feel certain ways about it. Because if I didn't, I would have hated this movie. Like, top to bottom, to be 100% honest with you, I just didn't like it. And then the whole storyline of it too. The main storyline disgusted me because not disgusted me. I don't want to say it like that, but like just. I didn't like it, right? I just did not. I just disliked that part of it. But like certain scenes, like you're talking about, certain dialogue points, the dialogue was decent in the movie. I'm not saying that. Nick Cage was great in the movie.
He was phenomenal, dude. Nick Cage was phenomenal in this movie.
Absolutely. So like he was good. The kid was good. So he was phenomenal. Like I thought, even his heart touching scene with his mom. You know what I mean? Like that part was, what I mean? Like those parts were real. Like I did like that. Honestly, I didn't like his dad that much, though. I thought he was kind of a.
Yeah.
I don't know if you said you're supposed to not like him.
So
kind of a-hole, but
I kind of took it as okay. He's a hard ass. His son is saying he's a hard ass. But if you really think about it, the only reason why he first offered $15,000 and then he offered $25,000 because he knew, what had happened. So this dude is a hard ass who doesn't have the heart to tell him that this has already happened and was even offering to increase by like 10 grand or whatever to try to just push this along. And he even says like, oh, you don't know me. I'm a son of a bitch. And it's like that. I really love the dinner scene because I really like it's poetic of sometimes you have to be reminded, right? And everybody has that one favorite meal or one favorite thing, and it's just I really love he's like, what are we doing now? Like, we're gonna get my pig back, and he's like, I need everything on this list, and I'm like, well, what's gonna happen next? And they're getting all these ingredients and everything, and I'm like, that is awesome. He's like, I'm gonna win this over with love. You keep saying like, oh, your parents really bonded. They really just kept talking about this wonderful dinner. Like, I will cook that dinner to get my pig back and whatnot.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Like he's not a like, and that's like another thing that I really sorry to cut into you even more, but like that's where I really enjoyed being uh, shocked or taken into a different direction, just because like when they're in that underground scene and people are getting the crap beat out of them, you're like, oh wow, like is this guy like a fighter then? Like is this guy about to whoop somebody's ass? Like, and that's not what it is. He's literally showing that guy like, I'm willing to take my ass beating. Okay, cool. Tell me where my pig is. Like, he's here for one thing. Yep. He's not here to come back. He's not here. Like, he's just this singular-minded dude because of his post-apocalyptic lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, yeah. I don't know. Like, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it a lot. I thought for sure like what you might have said on this would have been like it was too long, because it was funny because like even being an hour and a half, I was like, God, this wait for this. Like, it's time. And that happens when you have like limited dialogue and longer scenes and whatnot. So
yeah, but like something though. I mean, I know the powerfulness of the conversation was like it was there. It was good, but that was still. I mean, I'm going to use the word boring at points, bro. Like, I'm telling you, to me, like, I'm going to start using that as a rating during some things. Boring. Exactly. So bad. I'm just, because, and I tried, I really did. There was moments to where I'm like, I'm not going to pull my phone out. Like, that's why I get started getting lost in movies. I got to rewatch
like if you're that bored where you like your brain instantly like goes to that, then it's hard because like what are you gonna do? I mean,
exactly.
It's not captivating you. They're not. It's not.
No, exactly.
This
one's not winning me over.
Winners, but
exactly, absolutely. And the thing is, I like Nick Cage, and then I focused in on it because I wanted. We're obviously gonna talk about it, so I want to dive into more details about things and like. Really, you know what I mean? It's like I like looked into things, and then I looked at the caption of it, and just I looked at there was a tweet about it or something. When they put out there, and they're like they do a really good job of showing you what love can do and the power of love.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And that you're like
100%.
Wow, like you know what I mean? So like, so don't get me wrong. Like you think about it that way, and what he did for the you know what I mean, like what happened in the movie. You know what I mean? The pig, right? What he did for the pig, and what he did for these things. You're like. Wow, like holy shit, you know what I mean? Like that is
just like remaining linked to society. I mean, like that's
for sure. I mean,
that's kind of why I mean it's That's
okay. And then and did I miss something at the very beginning? I was eating food and I may have missed something. What did they find in the woods?
Truffle. Those are mushrooms.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I thought I was right. I thought I was right there.
That's like a real lucrative business. That like finding those things, you can sell those things for a lot of money. I mean, clearly, dude's driving around in a Mustang.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely.
I don't think his dad's buying him stuff. They seem pretty estranged. So
yeah, but it's weird. Well, that's another part I thought was weird too. That all of a sudden they're at the house cooking dinner for his dad, and they have no idea that he's there cooking food for him.
Got no other options. It's not going to turn into some cheap action movie where everybody knows all the fighting moves and all that stuff. Like that's why I kept becoming like more and more blown away, because I don't see any of these things coming. I was just generally pleased with we're gonna get my pig back, and I'm like how like what's on this list, and it goes and gets like that salted baguette, and you see like his impact, and I think that's like another kind of thing about humans. Like you see that his impact on people that were either in his restaurant or that knew him, where they still call him chef, or that's an honor to even meet him or talk to him, just because it's like, you have those palates, and I've never really been in many fancy places, I'll tell you that. Beef Wellington was like one of the most amazing things I've ever had. That was Gordon Ramsay. So I mean, he cooked it for me. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no.
So like
he hired the guy that made it for you.
Yeah, right,
See,
right. Well, yeah, that is true. I mean, they kind of make fun of it in Succession a little bit because at one point they're like, you have to eat this like it's a forbidden bird that they're eating. It's some rare bird or something like that. And they put a towel over their head while they eat it because of the shame that they take of eating such this rare bird or whatever. And it's just like this hilarious, like what are you even doing? So you know it's kind of like a commentary on like how far is the human palate, you know, going. And I see, you know, that's kind of where the, like, you know, where you're able to invent a dish or a taste or be known for like a cooking style or you know, these things like,
yeah.
I mean, that's why Gordon Ramsay's so popular. I mean, that's why Bobby Flay so, you know, because they are so good at their craft that you know, they inspire. I guess that's a good word for it. So it's an inspiration for the other people to go out and do the same thing and figure out, you know, what they would like to do. That's why I really like the conversation that he had with that guy, because he was like, "This is not what you wanted to open. Like, you wanted to open up an English pub or something like that, you know." So like he knew something was off because he knows people. Like he's had these human connections. He knows people. So I think like that was really kind of like you hear people like a chef will yell at them, a chef will be an asshole to them, but they love their chef. Like I don't know, like I honestly I'm not in that lifestyle, you know. I think you have to have a certain amount of zeros in your bank account to get there or something. Because like I'm like, you know, I had Applebee's the other day and it was okay. It was pretty good. You know?
Yeah, it was absolutely yeah. When I used to cook, all the guys I trained, they didn't treat me like that.
Yeah, right.
They wanted me back.
right.
No, you burnt that steak. You know, it wasn't doing work out that well.
Yeah. So I was like, you know, it's interesting because that is a whole thing. People would die to work with certain chefs, and that's a thing. Like people would intern. They would move to Paris to intern with specific French bakeries and stuff like that because of you know the sheer admiration. So I did like how they had that in there because, you know, of the impact that he had. Yeah, he's been missing for 10 years. Who gives a crap? But really, like, that is the impact of food on our society, right? Like I think it's like humans are adapting because or evolving because our palate becomes more and more sophisticated. We're not just like, we wouldn't just create these meals if they didn't actually feel like and taste different. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, yeah, rich people got to spend their money on something, sure, but like that gig's only going to go so far, I can imagine, right? So like it's kind of interesting that like we're evolving because like you could just eat whatever all the time because like food is a necessity. Like you have to have food.
Yep.
But now it's grown past that. Now it's a delicacy. You can have you know, some big dish, and I don't know. Anyways, just go on. Talk more about weird shit than the freaking movie, but whatever. I loved Nick Cage though. I thought like another one for me, like Nick Cage. You're just
really well. So I think I mean just the acting, yeah, I'll give you that. But you know, bro,
Nick Cage is just like throwing it on the table, bro.
Flung it out there.
I was just like, you know, for some reason I thought this was like an action film. The way it kind of read was like, this dude's getting his pig back. Like, is this like a John Wick type of situation? But that's why I was like, this is like refreshingly different.
Because I think in the preview, I think they showed that scene where he got beat up too, like a part of that scene.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, there's something I seen that scene and I had to be the preview. You know what I mean? I want to watch it. I want to watch it before. You know what I mean? Before actually, you know what I mean? In there, so I didn't like look anything up about it. So,
Right.
So I had to be that. But so that I had the same feeling for you, and I don't know if that was another reason why like that part of the whole thing bothered me, but it really did. Dude. I'm really.
Well, I thought it would be really weird if he took that beating trying to save his pig and then goes to this underground pit and was able to whoop some ass. Like, I'd be like, well, that's confusing. So,
Correct.
like,
Exactly.
like as character wise, like it stayed in line.
Yeah, because I think it did well. I think at looking back on it, they probably put that part in a pretty good position. Because to me, I would rather find out of who he really was and then have him go to take this ass beating. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me go find out more information about the guy. But the way they did it, though, you know what I mean? But let's say that
it's a good
and
reveal.
that might be another thing for me. Exactly. Yeah. So like, it's just one of those things to where I think I expected more, and then this guy is so who he is that he's so well respected that everybody knows him and everybody is going to do whatever he says. Just say you know me. You're like, oh, okay, right? You're like, it's just one of those things. You're like, I don't know why that bothers me.
Not necessarily, though. He had to do some real big mental breakdown on that guy. Like, that dude broke him. He was like, no, everybody loves it here. Like, he's like, that dude. And then he chugs that glass of wine.
Oh,
man.
dude.
He broke that. And that's the thing. I think chefs can do that, man.
Yeah, because your cooking is your art. I think when you are a chef, you in your head is creating a piece of art.
Oh, absolutely.
So just like if you're an artist and somebody
culinary arts, bro.
Exactly. I'm telling you, it's insane. That's insane. I looked into it. I really like to cook, but anyways, so
I personally would say if you're looking for something that's different and you're looking for something that's got, I would say, some poetry to it, check this movie out. I'll give it 2 thumbs up. It was it was good. I really enjoyed it.
God, I would not give it 2 thumbs up. I'll give my opinion. I think if you're looking for a watch, and see, you know, I have a different, I did watch it after being all pumped up for football all day too, and I watched it.
Like,
I don't know. I think that's, and then it was supposed to be some sort of action film, like type of thing too. So I'm not trying to like make up all these weird scenarios, but truthfully, if I would have woke up and watched it, I may have had a totally different outlook on it. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, I could have very well been. You know what I mean? When I watched it, I was just like, I just didn't like it. And I'm not trying to ruin anything because it really is, like I said, because his name didn't work for everything, okay? So I didn't ruin anything by saying that. Yeah. But I'm just saying they use his name quite a bit and it gets him places more often, and it just kind of annoyed me. And then the grand scheme of everything, at the very end of it, all, like, you know what I mean? What he finds out, like, just didn't help out his cause for myself in the movie. I don't know why. And even though I expected it, I still did not, like, it still didn't make me happy about the movie. So, anyway, sorry. I keep going on rambling. But I would tell you it's a good watch if you are like a poetry. I'll give you a poetry. Like, it's a good love story. And like I guess maybe like a fight for love story. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good something good for that. So for me, necessarily, I may not tell you, hey, it's a great watch, go watch it. But if you like those movies, it's a good movie for you.
It's a good drama. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Nick Cage killed it. He did his part phenomenal. I like him and the young kid. Actually, I like pretty much everybody. The dad kind of, I didn't, you know what I mean? He was kind of one of those hard ass people that just didn't really, I just don't know. But his character himself, I just was like, you know what I mean? I just don't really like him. And then he broke out a little bit at the very end. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that when things happen, you're like, okay, cool, right? You know what I mean? But at the same time, it took to that point to, like, you know what I mean? We're an hour and 25 minutes in. So it's only an hour 30, you know? Like, so I'm just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I like that dinner scene because it's like, you knew, like, when he started tasting that meal, he was just like, son of a bitch, that's it. Yep, that's the one.
So and that out of all of them, that was the one that surprised me when he cooked that food for those people. It really, I didn't even think about it. It wasn't even it wasn't even a thought process in my head, and it should have been. It really, they talked a lot, you know, about this thing. So it really should have, but that one slipped my brain, but it was good. It was definitely good. So
So what are we watching next time?
This is, I don't know, man. Did you have anything that you found at all?
No.
No, me neither.
I'll tell you what, though. I bought a bunch of movies over the holidays, and apparently that scored me a $10 freebie on the Vudu. So I wound up picking up
Oh, stop.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall
Okay.
and Castaway.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I was like, oh, sweet.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, I gotta keep my eye out on those deals. No, I don't know what to watch, but maybe we'll take some recommendations or
Absolutely, yeah. Man, say if anybody has anything, let us know.
yeah, because I cannot for the life of me, think about what's happening, what's a happening movie that we could throw on there.
Yes. I was trying to look, and there was a new one on Netflix. I mean, well, yeah. So, anyways, if anybody has any recommendations, I'll tweet something out tomorrow too. Maybe, you know what I mean. Maybe,
do little
go
tweets
from there to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one that came. That was a new one on something, man. But I cannot remember. I knew I see. Once again, I need to start saving it. It's so frustrating to myself. I don't know why I do that. It's so stupid.
Oh well.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not. Anyways, I'm not gonna sit here and waste time. I know that there's on one of my 17 streaming apps. There's one new movie that came out that I remembered. I was gonna just throw it out there.
Well, you let us know what it is, and then we'll see if anybody gives us some recommendations, and we'll go from there.
Absolutely. Shoot us an email at cktalkaboutnothing@gmail.com.
Or tweet us at QuarryKevin1. All right. Well, you got anything else for us?
Nah, I think that's all I got this week.
All right. Well, we'll let these fine people go. Have a wonderful week, and thank you for watching.
Thank you for listening.